Thank you. Appreciate you guys being here today. I just got a quick question for you. How many of you in the audience today are extremely skeptical? Okay, I appreciate a couple of you being honest today. I was massively skeptical when I came down for the first time to look at this information. I actually had a good friend of mine that said, Chad, I found this company and they're doing exactly what you want to do. How many times have you heard that, right? And so I was very, very skeptical, but I decided to come down after I saw him make $15,000 in profit. And I thought, well, wait a minute, if he can make money, I wonder what I'm capable of. Now, as Sherry said, my background is dry cleaning, and I literally stood at a press all day long, pressing clothes and dealing with that business. Now, I was probably the most unlikely that became the most likely because I have a work ethic, a desire to succeed, and I know how to follow a system. I came in here and I sat in the audience just like you guys, and I know what you're feeling like. Like, come on, 16 grand, that's a lot of money. You know, a business, can I really do it? Because so many of us have maybe done things in the past that haven't worked so well, right? I'm actually grounded from having the TV on, a phone, and a credit card at the same time. Because I'm famous in my family for doing stupid things, and because I'm an entrepreneur, I wanted to get out there and do things. But nothing I've ever done has worked, and it's because I think I was a part of the wrong system. What I want to share with you today is an opportunity for you to make more money than you ever thought possible if you know how to work. If you want to make a little bit of money, then do a little bit of work. You want to make a lot of money, do a lot of work, and you can change your financial future faster than you ever thought possible. Now, here's what happened with me. I came down to this presentation. Now, I walked out the first night and I said, no, thank you. It sounds too good to be true. But I woke up at 2 a.m. thinking about this. And I'll tell you right now, if tonight you don't wake up at 2 a.m. in a cold sweat screaming the name New Varish, then I'm either a terrible presenter or you didn't listen. Because this is a huge, huge opportunity. And what happened is that I woke up thinking about this. The next night I woke up thinking about this and I thought, what if? What if I could do 1/4 of what they said I could do? And I've done so much more. And what happened is that I got involved in this community, and I met Jim Piccolo. I met his wife. I met all the community members, and they believed in me more than I even believed in myself. And I came in here and I said, okay, I'm going to give this a try. But if you remember, we talked about a fair amount of income. We're looking at $300 to $16,000 to get educated. I didn't have that money. I mean, can you imagine when I came home from that second follow-up meeting after I couldn't sleep that night and said, oh, by the way, honey, I quit my job today. I maxed out both your credit cards and took a loan out against your car to do this, right? She wasn't very happy with me, but she loves us today because it set us financially free. And what Jim told me is that you have to be willing to pay it forward. See, Jim could just go out and say, okay, I'll give it to you for free. I could tell you, hey, what if I paid for you to do this? But it's not going to mean anything to you unless you put your money, what I call where your mouth is, and invest in yourself. See, my father is an entrepreneur, and when he opened up his 4th dry cleaning store, he actually had to go out there and put his own money down. Now, in business, it's not all cupcakes and ding-dongs. You're going to have good days and bad days. You're going to have days that maybe you're frustrated. But you know what? If you do the work, things will turn. And because my father put money down on that business, the price of entry was high enough that the price of exit would hurt. So I looked at that and I thought, you know what? If I just go out and do one real estate deal, this whole process will be worth it. So I went out and took 2 credit cards and a loan against my wife's car to do this. I was grounded for a little bit. You know, like I said, my wife wasn't very happy with me. I actually slept on the couch for 3 nights, and she thinks I got off easy. But now we're making great income for ourselves. And Jim said, listen, come in here and buy your education. Take this seriously, and if I mentor you through our systems, you have to be willing to go out there and help other people see the vision, and I was willing to take that on, and now I'm in a completely different world today. And so let me tell you guys something. Millionaires are millionaires because they find 2 or 3 ways to make money doing what they're already doing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all of you want to be an investor, right? Yeah. Okay, I hope so, or otherwise you're in the wrong room. But this is an opportunity through our education to be that investor. But there also is an opportunity for you to make money helping other people get involved in the community. Now, you look at all the other education companies out there. If you introduce your family or friends, or you started running advertising and introducing them to that company, who makes more money? That company does. Here, you do. See, Jim had a vision that New Varish could be an opportunity for people to create wealth, create money that they could use in real estate. See, my father is an investor. But he had a cash flow producing business first that produced the cash so that he could afford to do investing. See, I don't think that any of you have the right to own real estate unless you have a way to pay for it, because you're going to have times when maybe rehabs take longer. Maybe a project doesn't sell as fast as you were hoping. And you got to have that other business that will produce the cash to take you through the slow times in real estate, because you get big payoffs at times in real estate, but maybe there's a couple months where you don't get paid. And with the income opportunity in this business, it'll give you the opportunity to go out there and do so many things. And what happens with a lot of people is they start off and say, man, if I could just get my education for free, that way it would be worth it. You know, I can get out here, learn how to do this. And let me ask you guys, is there any person in this audience today that wouldn't do this if it was free? Okay, so all of you want to invest and get involved in this community. Obviously, money's an issue, but what we have an opportunity for you is to recoup that cost by telling the community about our products and services, and you can utilize that money to either repay yourself for your cost or turn it into a very, very lucrative business for yourself. Now, if you look at this, like I told you, millionaires are millionaires because they find a couple ways to do this. Let me ask you guys, if you were an investor because of our community, and you went out and, say, purchased 5 homes, and they all had great equities, great cash flows, what are all your friends, family, and neighbors going to say to you?
How'd you do it?
Yeah, how'd you do it? Now, there's this little thing I like to do, and it's when I pull a business card and say, it's funny you ask, and I hand them a card, and then I can tell them about this community. See, there are so many opportunities for you to meet people. See, I was scared to death. I come from dry cleaning. See, I almost made the mistake the first night of saying, do you know what? I know these guys can do it, but I'm a dry cleaner. I can't do this. And I'm going to prove to you right now why anyone in this audience today can go out and accomplish anything I have or more if you have a work ethic and a desire to succeed. How many of you guys have actually had a dress cleaned, a pair of pants pressed, or a shirt cleaned from your local dry cleaner? So how many of you, because of that dry cleaner, went in this last week and gave them a big hug and said, thank you, you did a great job? No. How many of you brought them a Christmas gift and just said, you know, thank you. Thank you so much for cleaning my clothes? No, you didn't do that either, did you? But you did go in and yell at them because they broke your buttons, lost your shirts, or maybe they couldn't get a stain out that you put on there in the first place, right? So I was conditioned my whole life to be scared of people and not think that I could do things. See, the idea of even talking to someone about a piece of real estate or even talking to someone about a business to produce cash scared the